I've struggled to stay focused on my big goals when I'm working at home alone. I know many other solopreneurs really suffer with this. You can be working away on doing things and actually realize that they're not heading towards what you want to achieve in that year. So everything changed for me when I started using both the Trello system combined with the Goalmaster system to make big goals and take small actions that will hit my big goals every year. So inside this video, I'm going to show exactly how I plan for my next 12 months and how I get my big goals happening. So understanding how the Goalmaster works is pretty simple. So I take a 12-month period. I set out what I call big goals. We try and keep it quantifiable, so give an amount so we know whether at the end of the year whether we reach that. So for this example, my big goal is to increase income to 100,000 per year. To make that big goal, we have to make some assumptions. So my assumptions here is that if I increase traffic to my website, then I would in turn probably make sales from that. Another assumption here is that if I created more products to sell, I would have more likelihood of increasing the income. We create these action goals, also making them as quantifiable as possible. So for this action goal, increase traffic to website with 6,000 hits per month. And this action goal, create 100 more products to sell. There's no limit on your action goals. From each of those action goals, you then break it down into tasks. For example, tasks to increase traffic to 6,000 hits per month, writing a blog post every week, improving SEO, running possibly Facebook ads would all increase traffic to the website. Hopefully then hitting the 6,000 goals and then hopefully in turn making sales and increasing to 100,000 per annum. Now let's go on to the actual goal setting. Okay, so opening up your Goalmaster planner, you'll find your big goals, which are the first things that you need to set out. So for this example, we'll use the fact that I wanted to increase my turnover. If you're using the digital version, you can just literally open this up in Acrobat Reader and fill it in and you can save it so you've got it there. Or you can print it out, of course, and write into it. I really don't recommend going over 3 big goals per year. If you're a solopreneur, you'll actually find that 1-2 goals is an awful lot to have. And remember, they're really big goals, so they're actually really broad, and most people will probably just want to increase their turnover. So now we'll move on to the outcomes. Now the outcomes are your reasoning for why you are doing these things. For this example, I'll say that I'll be able to quit my part-time job if I reach that income goal. I'll also have more free time to spend with my friends and family. And I'll also be able to pay for my daughter's schooling for now and in the future. Now, I would actually putting these on your vision board, if you keep a vision board, when the times get hard, it's something that you can look at and realize, okay, I really want to quit my job. I really want to pay for my daughter's schooling. So moving on down, once you've got your big goals set, you turn those into action goals. Using the example of increasing my turnover, I need to think how I'm going to do that. If this is your first year of operating as a business, you will be taking a bit of a guess into how you're going to do that. To increase my turnover, I really wanted to grow my website, make it quantifiable again so I know whether I'm hitting it. So I want 6,000 views per month. Also, to increase my profit, I decided I needed to produce more products. The more products I produce, the more likelihood somebody's going to find something that they like and then purchase it. And I've had a look at my analytics and I know that a lot of my traffic's coming from Instagram. So let's say I have a goal of by the end of the year having 5,000 followers on Instagram. When you move down, from each of those action steps, it will automatically fill in your action goals into your tasks. So grow my website traffic to 6,000 views per month. So this is when you need to get your thinking cap on and think about the things that you need to do on a day-to-day basis to help grow your website traffic. Blog regularly, at least once a week. That's always going to help bring people in, fresh new content, stuff that you can put up on social media. So I've made it quantifiable as well. So I'm saying every week, you can even pick a day. Every Thursday I release a blog post. Improving my SEO. I want to make that quantifiable, so I see get ranked on page 1 of Google for the search term Goal Master Planner. Maybe I could actually pay for advertising. I have a lead magnet, so I want to run a Facebook advertising campaign to lead people to my lead magnet, and in turn that could of course mean that I can email them, which could in turn produce a sale. So as you work through the book, it will do this for each one of your action goals. They'll be pre-filled, so create 100 more products. I'd start to fill this one out. So probably the first step would be research what products are needed, talk to my community, run surveys, design the products, manufacture the products, or whatever you're in. Now then, I'm going to head over to Trello. Trello is a free project management system. I personally prefer to use Trello. Things change, no matter how much planning, it's just a roadmap and things will crop up, things will change, and Trello lets me work on what I want to work and change things and manage things. So I'll show you how I'll do that by creating a new board, and we'll give this board a title, call it Goal Master, create the board. So how I like to start in Trello is by adding lists up the top. So the first list I like to add, I would call it tasks backlog, ready to start, working on, and complete. Go into task backlog and add in all of your tasks that you had inputted into your task lists. We had blog regularly, improve SEO, and run Facebook campaign. So what I like to do is attach labels to each of my tasks to identify what goal they're related to. So we can just name the goal, and then put it there. Or what you're going to notice straight away is that these aren't ready to start because I haven't defined what they are. And this is part of the reason I really like to use Trello as opposed to just writing a list, because there's still a bit of thinking that needs to go into these. So these are simply backlog items. I can't run a Facebook campaign until I've done certain tasks, such as design that Facebook campaign, written the copy for that Facebook campaign. So from here I can break them down even further into more tasks. Say for example, let's take blog regularly at least once a week. Okay, to do that, what I probably want to do is create a list of blog ideas. So that's probably the first thing I want to do to tackle this. Is to create a list of blog ideas. So I can put that ready to start because I don't have anything stopping that. So that would be the next thing I would tackle. Once I have that list, I'd move it. So I'll be saying I'm working on it. I've completed that list. I've completed it. I've got a backlog of, let's say, 10, 20 blog posts in the pipeline, just ideas, not fully fleshed out. Then I want to put those ideas into here. So idea 1 for blog post, and would keep going. Would actually add in all those ideas. Idea 2, so of course it wouldn't be idea 2, it would say the title maybe of the blog post. Idea 3, and you'd start literally scheduling in those blog posts into your backlog. What you can do is then you start to rearrange and think, oh, actually I want to do this idea first, and then you can actually give it a date due. So I say I want to do that by this Saturday, and I can set a reminder. This one's got a reminder set that I want to do this blog post by this date. So what you might notice is I have this blog regularly at least once a week. It's not really relevant anymore because I've scheduled in a bunch of blog posts into my Trello, but I haven't planned out my entire year of blog posts. So what I need to do is add another card, and add that card is create another, let's say 10 blog post ideas. So you can put that in there. And then, maybe if you want to do that every 2-3 months, or however, if you're doing, it'll be every sort of 3 months if you're blogging weekly. So you can even schedule that in and give it a date when you need to do that, and fully have it all mapped out. Okay, I probably need to come up with some more ideas around about then for my blog post, and you could schedule in the next 3 months after that and the next 3 months after that, and then you could just archive this one. And it's completely flexible, and that's what I love about Trello, because you can have something quite high level. You've broken down what your goal is, you've broken it down more, you've broken it down into a task, but even then that task needs to be broken down even more and then scheduled and planned out. And it is an excellent way to stay on top of your goals. So I use Trello on my day-to-day working to track my tasks, but every month I go back to the Goal Master and I head to the section where I do my monthly reviews. So it's important to look at your monthly review, refer to your Trello, look at what goals what tasks you've completed, what the results were, track your progress. So say if you're tracking your social media, see how far you're coming, or your earnings, and any lessons learned. So that's just sort of like half an hour once a month. And then of course at the end of the year we do a more in-depth end of year review, which also feeds into our goals and our understandings and learnings for the year going forward. If you want to give Trello a try, click on the link below where you can sign up to Trello. Like I said before, it's actually completely free to the level that I use it, so I don't pay anything per month. There is a paid version which has extra things in there. And also, if you'd like to get the Goal Master, go to getnicetemplates.com and you'll find it available to download there. If you like this content and you want more, don't forget to subscribe. Click the subscribe button, or visit me at my website KarenStaceRayleigh.com, or if you want more planners and small business templates, getnicetemplates.com.